your question earlier around, is this symptomatic of racism? This is racism in action. It's not a symptom. These are individuals, not systems, but individuals who are making conscious choices to allow people to die. Conscious choices, knowing what's happening. We didn't need the National Inquiry to know what was happening. We used that as a tool to push and get more information, but it was very strategic that the terms of reference for the National Inquiry specifically excluded looking at sexualized violence by the police, and specifically excluded looking at their methods and their abuses. So there's conscious choices being made every day by all these leaders to not do anything about it, which consistently tells Canadian society and everybody in it that our lives are worth less. And the result is higher rates of violence, higher rates of disappearances, exploitation, and so many different aspects of society are involved in this. The problem is the government, perpetuates that, oh, we're trying to deal with crime, we're trying to have reconciliation, but state agencies have long been involved in the sexualized violence and killing of Indigenous peoples, including Indigenous women and girls, not just police forces, but corrections, parole officers, social workers, teachers. Every time they do a human trafficking sting or a child porn sting, guess who's in there? Teachers, social workers, your next door neighbor, literally. And why do they do it? Because they can. And why do they think they can? Because everybody in government has immunized themselves from culpability for this, despite the fact that we have a national inquiry who has said, Canada, you are guilty of historic and ongoing genocide. And what does that mean? It's not just accidental killings of people. It's not accidental starvations. It's not accidental theft of children. It's a manifest pattern, a conscious choice being made by the people in power to destroy a group by whatever means necessary. And that's the reality we have to get around. That's what racism is. We can point to the Indian Act, but the Indian Act is a piece of paper, and the Indian Act doesn't do anything. People do things, and our government has been long engaged in these horrific acts of genocide, and it is the most direct form of racism to not do anything to stop it.